This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. So yesterday we had seen a couple of transformations, right? So people who are new to the SSIS today, so no worries about it. So whatever we are doing, just simply try to understand. Otherwise, just ignore. Okay. So you need to watch those previous videos as well, right? So we were talking about a lot of transformations yesterday: cache transformation, conditional split. Then we were talking about data conversion, then derived column transformation if you wanted to write complex expressions, and lot of things we were writing, character map, multicast. Character map means uppercase, lowercase. If you want to do change it, we're going to be using character map transformation. Multicast, one input, many outputs, multicast. Copy column means only single column will be copied apart from your data, right? So then we discussed about a lot of export column, import column. When you have the photos in your database, if you wanted to export, you can export, but the binary data or hexadecimal data will get converted into JPEG data. So this is also we discussed yesterday. Now let us do a beautiful demo on these all transformations. Now I have some data. So let me show you the data. So this is the employee file. I think I have opened this file. Let me show you this file. I have a employee ID, name, salary, gender, department ID. I have some data: Angie, Bill, Emanuela, Sonia, Padmaja, Kabir, Veena, Durga Prasad, Amit, Hasan, Gaurav. Lot of data I have, kept it. Now this data is ready. Clear? Now let me have Kishan here. So I have some data I have taken from uh, your names only. Okay. So now let me say any, and let me make it female. Okay, I have this data, 17 records I have it. Now this is a proper data. I don't have any kind of issues. But if I have some bad data as well, for example, I have 18, let me say some Raj and 4,000. The gender is something wrong here. Okay, so I have Jack, some 2,000, and something like this. I have some data. If you see, I don't have a proper gender. Gender could be either male or female, but gender cannot be K, gender cannot be H. So these two records are completely invalid records that I would like to eliminate them first. Clear? So what I do, let me open my project dev environment. I'm going to opening my project. Now I wanted to take this data and I would like to import the data to the destination. Could be a staging server or could be data warehousing server. I would like to execute it. Now what I'm trying to do today, let me take my package. What is our package project name? Is this is the project name, SSIS demos June 05 2020. So couple of simple things we had done it. I think 3 to 5 demos we have done it. So this is one demo I'm planning to do. Clear? Now let me take a new package. So couple of 8 demos, very small demos I've done it. Now let me take one more demo. I got one more package here. Package means a program. You're going to be writing a program here and to move the data from flat file to SQL Server. So rename, say 08 demo, say on the all transformations. So now if you wanted to work with the data flow, first you need to go to control flow and drag and drop data flow task. If you wanted to work with the data flow and transformations, first you have to go to control flow, drag and drop data flow task and double click on this. Then you will be here. If you don't have this, let me delete this. And directly if you go to data flow, No data flow task have been added to this package. Click here to add one. So this window will not get opened at all. So because no data flow task have been added here, click on this. When you click on this, automatically one data flow task would have been added. Clear? So if this is added, then only you can go and see this window here. If it is not there, let me delete this. Let me go. Nothing is closed. Nothing is opened here. So you need to drag and drop this, go to data flow, or drag and drop this, double click on this. You will be able to go to data flow task. Am I clear? So without a data flow task within the control flow, you cannot do anything here. Now I wanted to use a data flow task. We know that if you wanted to get the data, if you wanted to get the data from flat file to SQL Server, we already discussed one thing. What is that? So here in the control flow, there is a bulk insert task I can use. So that is one thing. But in the bulk insert task, I cannot clean any data. So as it is, all the data, I have to dump it here. Then only if I wanted to clean it, I can clean it. But now, while getting the data, I would like to clean it. I would like to eliminate some duplicate means I cannot do anything. So bulk insert task can do, by dumping all the data to the staging database. From there, you can continue further. That is one thing. Now here, instead of bulk insert a task, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to use data flow task. Now double click on this. Here, I have a sources. What are the sources I should use? Flat file source only I can use. These are the sources I have. So drag and drop flat file source. Now double click on this, click on new. Where is my source file? My source file is available in this location. So let me go. This is my path. Slash, what is my file name? emp.txt. This is the complete path. Clear? Let me go and let me show you what I have done it. So simply I went to the control flow, drag and drop something, double click on this. Now you go, try to open this toolbox. If the toolbox is closed, you click on this window. You can get the toolbox, expand sources. Now drag and drop flat file source. Okay, double click on this. Now click new flat file connection manager path where the file is available. You have to go to that path. Click new. So you write the name here. So flat file underscore employee. Okay. So this is your source, or you can say source underscore flat file employee. That is the naming convention I'm following. You can write like this. Where is my file? You can browse, or you can give the complete path like this. Whatever you wanted to give, that is up to you. Give the path here. Now path I have given. So if you go, you have adding different codes, and when you see the format here, you have a delimited, fixed width, ragged right. Different files are available, which is a delimited file. Choose that, and we have a text qualifier. We have one more thing here. So what do you mean by text qualifier? Sometimes you will be able to get data in different formats. For example, so I have some data like this: employee ID, employee name, employee salary. So we can get the data like this: employee number 1 comma, employee number, name Ani, and salary 1000, like this. Now I'll say employee number 2, say John, and so sometimes you will be given the data like this. So if you give some special text is there, I wanted to eliminate the text and load the data without this one, without this. I would like to get the data without these quotations. Clear? Everywhere the double quotes, I have to remove it. So many times you will be able to see this kind of a things that you have to remove them and load the data. The double quotes are called as a text qualifier. Okay, so this you need to specify. So when you go, and text qualifier is this. When you specify like this, so what it is going to be doing, it's removing all the text, the special text towards the data. Clear? So that will get trimmed and you will be able to get the data like this. If you don't, put the text qualifier as it is, data will get dumped to your destination and it will be irritating. It will be irritating. Then tomorrow again, you need to do something and load the data into your destinations. Am I clear? So text qualifier. Some people may have spaces also. After one, there is a space. Some people will have like this one space, then say you have a Raj space, then 1000 space. Okay, so all the text qualified. So what is the extra text that you have around the data, around the character that will get removed? You have to give space. Okay, you need to give space. So like that, you should be able to configure that. Okay, let me show you however I'm configuring. So double click on this, click on new. You can say source underscore flat file. So it is employee file. Clear? So naming conventions you follow strictly. So first letter will be capital letter, something like this. You need to have one naming convention, and where's your file, the path, or you can go to the browse by clicking on a browse button. You should be able to go wherever you would like to go to that file. So you can choose this file, the same path you can get it. Now delimited, don't use anything. Header rows CRLF, header rows to skip. If you wanted to skip some rows, that you can skip, and make sure that column names in the first data row. My table, sorry, my source is having a column names. Sometimes you don't get the column names at all. So you will get without column names. Without column names only, you should be able to get it. But sometimes you will be able to have the column names. But if you have the column names, 90% of the time column names are available. So hence it is by default checked. So I don't want to skip anything. So this is my data. Now I'm able to configure, preview this data. So all the data now it is connected. Okay. So now I know that these two are the wrong values. Why two wrong values? Because I know gender cannot be K, gender cannot be H. These are the wrong values. This data I would like to remove. So all these two rows need to be excluded, filtered. Clear? That is what I'm planning to do. Clear, guys? Now, let me click on OK. So how I have configured, I've told you. So when I give the source connection, the connection is implemented here. It is stored somewhere. You can double click on this. Tomorrow, this file path is changed. Okay, so it is available in some other destination or the source. You can change the path by directly coming to this. Okay, so column names are available, preview, everything you can have it. All the columns are available here, and you have some advanced properties also available here. Name, what is a delimiter, and gender. If you wanted to add a new column, you can do something. Delete the column, you can do a lot of things. Data type is a string. Okay, if you wanted to change this data type for this, you can change it here. Otherwise leave it. The length, it is 50. So a lot of things it is showing in the advanced editor. So these are the general editor, this is the preview, and these are the columns. Okay, so that we have it here. Column delimiter, if you wanted to change something, you should be able to change it to different things are available, that you should be able to change it here. So that's what. Okay, tomorrow if you wanted to modify, don't modify the source configurations here. The source connections you have to, you can change it here if you want to change. If you wanted to change anything, you can simply come here and change it. So my file is attached to this. I wanted to eliminate, so these two rows, that's what I'm telling. To eliminate conditional split, I'm going to be using, I go to common transformation. So I say conditional split transformation, I'm going to be using it. So always connect the blue pipe. Okay, you have two pipes. One is called red pipe. The second one is called blue pipe, blue arrow. So always you connect the blue pipe and double click on this. So now what is the condition I would like to write? Go to columns. These are the source columns. So drag and drop gender. So double equals to, it is not single equals to, and a double quotes if it is a male. Okay, if gender equals to male, I can have as a male data. The output name is male data. Clear? And drag and drop a gender and a double equals to double quotes. If it is a female, then I should be able to get the female data. So I'm able to get two types of data separately, male data separated, female data separated. Default output remaining data is called as a unmatched data. Clear? So I have configured like this. So I'm able to get three outputs. One is called male data, one is called female data, one more data is called unmatched data. I can do like this. Now this is the condition I have written. If you wanted to see the condition clearly, let me show you. This is my condition. Okay, gender equals to double quotes. Single quotes will not work. So, okay, and the single equals to will not work, double equals to. So all programming languages, C, C++, Java, .NET, you must use a double equals to and double quotes. Only in the SQL we use single equals to single quotes. Clear? You need to write this because all these expressions are coming from C#, .NET and VB.NET expressions. Clear? Data, or you can say male data or operator ORR. When you go to here, so whether it is a male data or, so I go to operators, you can bring this down. So you have lot of operators, come down. Logical OR. So I need this operator ORR pipe, and you can write copy and paste Control C and Control V and press enter. So gender can be male or female. I would like to get this kind of a data and delete this. This is what is called required data or matched data. So I can also get matched data, unmatched data. Two types of data, male and female data one side, remaining data another side. Okay, gender can be either male or female. You cannot use and. Gender cannot be both. Either you are a male or a female. So many people put and operator. And means this logical and double and. So you need to drag and drop. Click on OK. So we are taking matching data, unmatched data. So I wanted to send it to OLEDB destination. So let me go to other destinations. So send it to SQL Server. You can use OLEDB or SQL Server. Anything is fine. I'm going to be using OLEDB destination. Get the data, connect. Now it is asking me matched data, unmatched data. Two outputs you're getting. Which one you would like to send it? I would like to say, I would like to take matched data here. So double click on this. Now matched data will go to this. But now you need to create a table to hold the data. I'm giving you something from here to here. So in SQL Server, you need to create a table. The table also you can create here, or you can also create the blank table here. So go to some database. I'm going to be using I'm going to be using stage company database. Okay, so this is the database I'm going to be using. We can create a table by using create table name. So if you don't have patience, simply go double click on this. Now connect, click new. You will not be able to see anything here. Click on a new. So what is the server name you wanted to use? It could be Oracle server or it could be any other server. You can simply use appropriate connections. If it is an Oracle server, you need to use this driver. Microsoft provider. If it is an analysis server, if it is any another server, that you need to have it. For example, if you wanted to connect to DB2 or Teradata, that is not shown here. So you need to download those drivers for DB2, download the drivers for Teradata, download drivers for Netezza. If you have any other computers or machines where you would like to store the data, means appropriate drivers have to be installed. Already Microsoft is giving Oracle and SQL drivers because these are the more popular databases. So if you wanted to connect it to DB2 or MySQL, any other thing, if it is not available in this list, you better try to use what is called as a driver. You need to download from the Google and install it. Those drivers will appear. Microsoft Z 4.0, this is going to be used to connect it to Microsoft Access database. Clear? So we have MS Access database. If you wanted to use, then you can use Microsoft Jet 4.0 OLEDB. And we have a special, this is also given Microsoft Office 12.0 Access database. It is also there in your list. Okay, you can use either one of them. Latest, access when you have, you can use 12.0. In earlier versions, we did not had this. We had only 4.0 Jet. We were using 10 years back. Now Microsoft is introduced recently Microsoft Office 12.0 Access Database Engine. With the help of this, you should be able to connect to Microsoft Access Database to store the data. Am I clear? So if you cancel this, simply drag and drop and double click on it. By default, click on a new. When you click on new, you will be able to pointing to native SQL client. You can also give your Azure connection server names and everything, whatever you would like to give. Now, the server name I'm providing a dot. Dot means what? Local SQL default instance. Or if you know IP address, that you can, I know my computer name. My computer name is Keda. We can say test connection exceeded. Or instead of Kedar, I can use a dot. Dot means what? Local SQL server. So that I'm going to be using. If you know the SQL server name, I know my SQL server name. Instead of Kedar, instead of dot, I can also mention thing and try to test connection. If it is a failed means we cannot do anything. You need to write the proper name. It is not a case sensitive. Uppercase, lowercase doesn't matter. You can also use like this. Uppercase, lowercase doesn't matter. It is going to work within this database. What is that I wanted to use? This is the database. This is the server. This is the database. Everything is fine now. Click on OK. So I'm going to be using Windows authentication. That means what? I'm connecting to SQL Server with the help of a Windows authentication. So click on OK. Click on OK. Now, so I'm able to connect it to this database. Fine. This is the database. But I have to create some table. I may be having one or two tables, but I'm not going to be using this. I would like to create one table. So this table you can create any table you can create. Now here you have an option called table or view fast load. Clear? When you say table or view, so data is going to be loaded row by row, row by row, row by row. When you go in for table or view fast load, batching operation is going to be done. So you can specify the batch. At a time, it has to take some 1,000 rows. Okay. So after that, you need to say maximum insert, commit size. After inserting the data, I wanted to commit. Commit means save the data inside my database. For example, I wanted to write something. Hi, I am Bhaskar. Okay. Then after that, what I'm doing? After writing here, I'll be saying saving. First time it will say you need to give some path and save it. Let me give downloads. I'll say this is my personal file, something like this. Click on save button. Okay, now I have saved it. Now after saving it, I'm writing I am Bhaskar from India. Then I'm going here and saving it. So this is what is called committing. So in the RDBMS words, committing means you store some data. India, I am, okay, I am trainer. I did not save it. I did not save it. Power goes off. Laptop is completely rebooted. What happens? I have saved till this. But after that, I have typed, I did not save it. This is not a committed data. So even though I have typed something, that means what? Even though you have inserted 1,000 rows, you are committing after this much rows. That means what? You are saving after writing one paragraph. I'm trainer for MSBI and SQL Server, and we have, I'm writing blah 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 lot of things, and after that I go and I save. So that means what? There is a risk I have to bear. What is the risk? So I'm writing a big paragraph here, the power goes off. I did not save it. So that means what? Even though you're writing and writing, writing and writing, if you don't commit, if you don't save, If you get any error occurred, so this paragraph will be lost. This will be lost. So that is what here we are talking about. A maximum insert commit size. Commit size means your inserted 1,000 rows, but after that also immediately automatically you click on a save button, so automatically it will get saved. When you get 1,000 rows, automatically save button will be clicked automatically. So otherwise if I give 10,000, what is the meaning? 10 times the data has to come here, then it will become 10,000 words. Then it automatically clicks on save button. So save where? Save it into SQL Server database. Clear? So this is what is called committing. Committing means saving, because whenever we go to SQL Server and Oracle, whenever we go to SQL Server and Oracle, we never say save. So what is the meaning of we never say save? We never save the data. Automatically, when you insert the data, that will get saved. But there's a property called auto commit. Auto commit means as soon as you save the data, as soon as you store the data, it has to save it. But sometimes if the SQL Server is not configured like that, so that means every time manually you have to insert the data and manually you need to save it. Okay, if that is the case, now this will be the beautiful option. You're saying that let me take rows per batch is 1,000 and immediately 1,000 rows there. For this 1,000 rows you commit. Again, the 1,000 rows you commit. Commit means you save. Even though power goes off, you don't lose any data. Clear? Even though you don't give anything, nothing will happen. Or if you give something, also nothing will happen. So this is how you can understand a few more things here. Okay, so one is that I told you table or view fast load. Table or view means you are getting a row by row, row by row. There is no batching, nothing can be done. Clear? But when you go in for table or view fast load, so you can specify the batch size here. You can also specify the maximum insert commit size. If you don't specify any batch load, whatever be the default size SSIS has, it is going to be taking those number of rows from the source and it's going to be dumping into the destination. So it is strongly recommend that instead of a table or view, you have to choose table or view fast load. Clear? But I know there is no table created yet. These are the two tables available. I wanted to create a table, but I don't want to spend time here because I have to do it manually, create a table name. So Microsoft is giving intelligently, click on a new button. So it is giving you complete syntax like this. Simply you go and you type your name. So it would be stage employees. Okay. EMPS, something like that, or EMPLO. So this is the name of the table I have created, staging, because the first data you're dumping and all the data you're trying to store it here. So these are the column names. Everything is perfectly fine. Now, after creating the table, you make sure that click on the mapping button. If you don't click on the mapping button, simply when you click OK, still it is red mark. So go click on mapping without fail. So source data is completely configured to the destination table. Now we can also see one table here. So let me refresh. You would be able to see one more table created. The table is called employee table. So you need not create this. Simply we can see whether this table has some data. Okay. So this is the blank table created by this fellow. Clear? Now this is the connection. You can rename the connection. This is destination. It is staging database. Okay. So what is a source? What is a destination? You're clearly writing the same name. It will be taken as a destination staging table or view fast load, something like this. You can get it. This is the data. I'm going to be dumping it here. So now perfectly fine. Save. Okay. Now I have only one data flow. When I go here, I should be able to see this. Now you save, make sure you don't have data in this table. Now the data, it is going to be loading. Let me click on execute button. So it is executing. Executing means loading the data from source to destination. So 19 rows I have. So matched data, I'm able to get only 10 rows. Okay. But I go here. So this is the employee data. I'm able to get 10 rows here. So why 10 rows? There is an issue here because I have total 19 records, 19 rows, but these two are unmatched data. I should be able to get remaining 17 rows to matched data. But I'm able to see only 10 rows as a matched data. Lot of data is gone as a error data. Lot of data is gone as a error data or unmatched data. So unmatched data also let us capture it. So this is matched data. Let me take one more OLEDB destination because we did not capture the unmatched data. Let me take one more blue pipe, give it here. So this will be unmatched data. Double click on this. Same thing, fast load, click new, right here. It will be staging. So EMP underscore unmatched. Okay. So this is the table name I would like to create. Copy the table name. Always click on mappings. Now you have two tables. So one table is, you can already see, now one more table I have created. The same table is now created unmatched table. Okay. Now let me use this table as well. Let me remove the DBO and everything. Now I have one more table created. Two tables are available. Let me do one thing. Let me delete from this table. Let me delete the data. I don't have any data as of now, but let me delete everything and from both tables. I don't have anything. Data is deleted. I don't have any data. Freshly, I'm going to be copying. Freshly, I'm going to be copying now. I don't have any data. Let me save the package because I have modified it. I wanted to capture, you know, both datas, matched data, unmatched data. 10 rows are coming this side, 9 rows are going that side. Total 19 rows we have, right? So total 19 rows we have. So let me stop the package by clicking on this button or by clicking on this. Let me go back and execute. This is the matching data. Perfectly fine. And if you see the unmatched data, I should be able to get only 2 rows, but lot of rows got given here. Why? Because these are the 2 rows I should be able to get it because this is unmatched. Why it is unmatched? Can you tell me? Because it is lowercase, male and female. So SSIS is completely case sensitive. When I have given uppercase expression, so this is the uppercase expression I had given. Because of this uppercase expression, when the letter is small m and a small f, it is not taking this. Okay, so which is bringing the small and capital things are as a unmatched data. So completely you need to worry now. Clear? Because it is not at all a proper thing. It has done it. It is not loading the lowercase data because I have given like that. Let me delete the data once again. My package is having some kind of an issues. Clear? Now I wanted to make all the source data into either uppercase or lowercase. If I'm using expressions as uppercase letters, you better convert everything into uppercase. Okay, so how to convert data into uppercase, lowercase? That is when we can use one more transformation. Delete this link. Click on this, press delete button, or right click on this, press delete. Now you go to other transformations. There is a character map. So this is going to be converting uppercase to lowercase, lowercase to uppercase. Connect this pipe like this, double click on this. Now you take only gender, click like this, and the gender new column, no, in place it change. What is the operation you wanted to do? Make everything to uppercase. So that is what I would like to do it. So gender, in the gender column only you should change it. Don't create a new column. So I would like to take a in place change, make it to uppercase and click on OK and connect like this. Now the uppercase data is going to go here. Now save. Now let me delete all the data. I don't have any data now. Let me execute this. When I execute, 17 rows are going here. Only 2 rows are able to come here. Let me stop this, go back. Let me check. 17 rows are perfectly coming here. And 2 rows which are having a not proper gender, it got eliminated. So the gender data, this is, Raj is K and Jackie is H. It is completely invalid data. So I don't want to take this. Okay. This is one way you should be able to write. The other way also, let me show you. Without having a character map, what I do, I take data directly here and I use here a function called string functions. In the string function, there is a upper. There is a upper. So this expression I can use. Okay. So you can simply drag and drop this upper gender. That means what? Gender may be in whatever be the case, but make it to upper gender. Control C here also upper gender. And press enter. Okay. So now I'm not using any character map transformation. You can also do like this. Whatever be the gender, let it be there. But at the time of checking with this condition, I'm converting here itself and trying to make the data. But here, the completed data is getting converted into upper. The customer says you don't convert the data like this. Simply, you bring the data upper letter is upper letter, lower letter is lower letter. So don't convert everything into upper, but at the time of checking you try to do something. So I can have like this kind of an expression I should be able to write, and these are the string functions I have it. So upper gender equals to this, or upper gender. So upper is a function name. Clear? So now let me go here and try to delete this data first. Now let me go back and try to execute. Now what I'm trying to do, every time manually deleting, that is not the good thing. Let me go to data flow task. Let me drag and drop execute SQL task. Okay, now before loading, so this is the first one. So here what I'm trying to do, let me delete all rows from both tables. That's what I'm going to be doing. Let me double click on this. Let me connect it to the destination server. Now give those two commands. These are the commands. Sorry, this is not the command. So these are the commands. When you give more than one command, make sure that you give go without fail. Okay. Otherwise, it will give you issue. So these commands you can simply give, copy, and you give. Delete from stage, delete from this. Now I am deleting the data. Data flow task is going to be loading the data. Okay, loading the data into those both tables. Okay, so people will say DFT. DFT means what? Data flow task. So this is loading. This is execute SQL task. People will say SQL. So this will be SQL task, execute SQL task. This is DFT, data flow task. So one is deleting the data in the destination table, then loading, so that I need not every time go and delete the data if I wanted to delete something. Okay. Now these commands I need not write it here. So there it automatically does the same thing. Let me save and execute. Deleting the data in the destination. When you go to do data flow, it is loading. So how much time it has taken? When you go to the progress bar, total time it has taken 719 milliseconds. 1 second equals to 1000 milliseconds. It has taken 719 milliseconds to load complete data from source to destination. Now everything is properly working. You can stop this. Okay. Now you go back and check. Now the uppercase, lowercase did not properly, it did not done anything, but you should be able to find out 2 rows here. Remaining 17 rows went there. Okay, but your uppercase, lowercase did not change. Clear? So everything as it is available, whatever you have seen in the source, the same thing is available here. So this is also one more thing you can use. Otherwise, I would like to use the old syntax means the old one. So you can remove this and use the character map. So you have couple of things are available so that you can use them. So let me remove and go to, in the common transformation, you don't have character map. You have to come to other transformations. You should be able to get character map somewhere. Okay. So this is going to be, delete this. This is going to be making everything as upper or lower. Check this, in place change. Now go and make everything as uppercase. Okay, now connect this blue pipe. Now save. Okay, and start. Guys, every time it is deleting the data, loading the data. So I don't have any issues. Now let me execute one by one. It is giving you the data perfectly fine, but everything is upper and lower. Clear? But next requirement is that. So this is perfectly fine. I have cleaned the data. The next requirement is that if gender equals to male, if gender equals to male, prefix Mr. If gender equals to female, prefix Miss. So that is what I would like to do. So I need to apply one more transformation because the first condition is eliminate the uh, other than male female data. That's what we have done. The second requirement, if the gender equals to male, prefix the destination column name as Mr. Bill, Miss Annie, something like this. Clear? Now for that, I would like to write expressions. Now that is what is this thing. So unmatched data, you do not worry. For matched data, I wanted to write some expression. Expressions can be written with the help of a derived column transformation. I told you the other day, any expression, fx means expression that you can write here. Double click on this. We can write one expression like this. If something is true, gender equals to male, you have to prefix Mr. concurrent with the name. Else this one. So this is a language expression, C language expression, which is available in .NET, Java, SSIS, everywhere. If this is true, if this is true, this one will get executed. If this is true, okay. If this is false, this one will get executed. That's it, nothing else. If gender equals to male, this portion will get executed. This is true. If this is false, means this portion will get executed. So that's it. There are if and else. If something is true, you do something, action one, else. So condition, then action one and action two, which is equivalent to if and else. But this is what is called as a uh, conditional operator, or you can say ternary operator in C language. So this you can use. This is allowed in your expressions. Okay. So condition, what is the condition that I can write? Let me go. Condition, go to columns. If gender, drag and drop gender equals to male. So double quotes male question mark. If this is a true, then double quotes Mr. Dot plus means what? Go plus means concatenation. You drag and drop the name. If something is true, this will get executed. Else a double quotes miss and plus, and this name will get executed. Now this is the complete expression. Control C, and let me show you this. Case sensitive. You must be very clear. See, the column names are in uppercase. Now, when by mistake when you write gender like this, it is not going to work. If you type like this, you're gone because gender is an uppercase. Now let me go and say something. Let me type in lowercase here. Press enter. You will be able to get red. Everything is perfectly fine here, but column names are available in the uppercase. Okay, so never type. So the best thing is that drag and drop the column in this expression. That's it. So the name is also capital. If you say a simple name, then you're gone. If you type like this, you're gone. Clear? You'd never type. Everything is available. Try to drag and drop. If something is true, do this, else do this. Now, this is the condition. Gender equals to male. If this is true, this portion will get executed, else this portion will get executed. Now, this as what I wanted to replace that name. Name is not an, it is not Annie and Bill, it is Mr. Name, Miss Annie. Like that, I'm going to be replacing the name itself. If I say I don't want to touch the old name, then if that is the case, you say add as a new column. Now you can give the new employee name. So this is the column name. So that is how you need to do it. So old value also will be there, and plus new column names with the new employee name also will be there in your destination. I don't want to create two columns. Simply say replace name. What is happened? Okay, new column created. So double click on this. Let me go and write the expression here. And I'll say replace name only. Click on OK. Now I'm going to be attaching it here. That's it, nothing. So here what I'm doing, it is a derived column. Okay, so what I'm doing, I am prefixing or whatever you would like to add. So add Mr. or Miss to the EMP name. So that's what you're going to be doing. What operation you're going to be doing, that we should be able to tell. So, okay, so dots and everything is not allowed. So add Miss and Miss or Mr. to the EMP name. So that's what you're going to be doing. Now save. Anyhow, it is deleting all the data and try to load the data freshly. Now execute. Now 17 rows are getting like this. For the unmatched data, I don't have any miss and Mr. Let me go and try to execute. You can find out Miss Annie, Mr. Bill, and lot of things. You will be able to get it. If you're not able to read the data, you copy with headers. You click on this corner, copy with headers. You go to Excel and copy, paste, and read it. If you're not able to read carefully, you copy, paste, and increase the font size here and try to read. Clean data or not? Now tell me. So everything is cleaned data. So this is what is our column names. Now you see clearly everything is working perfectly fine. Now Miss Annie, Mr. Bill, so a lot of things you're able to have it. So I would like to have a space after that dot. Okay. So for Mr. I'm able to get. So I simply go and right click on this. I need to give a space. So after Mr. Okay, Mr. Within this only I should be able to give the space. Now here itself you have to go give the space here itself. Okay. Now here there is a space. Everything you need to do it carefully. Now save and click on start button. I'm able to get the data. Now refresh it, copy the data, copy with headers. Now you go there and delete this data and copy. Now it is missed any Mr. Bell. Everything is properly, you're able to get it. Am I clear? So like that, whatever you wanted to do, that you can have it. Some people will ask me, whenever you load the data here, I wanted to have a separate column called insert date. Clear? So I would like to have that kind of a column. So whenever the data is being inserted to the destination, I would like to have the date and time so that this row got added so and so time. this row added so and so time. I would like to add one column and do it. If that is the case, so this is a table I have. I would like to add a column. So how to add a column? Alter table, because once the table is created, you cannot drop and create. Better alter it. Alter table. The table name is this. Add column. What is the column name? Insert. Let me take this. Insert a date and which is completely date time value. Now I would like to add one more column. So one column got added. Now I wanted to have the data here. So what I do, I am not getting any data from the source because no time there, right? So no time in this. Now from where I can get the time? For that also, we can use derived column transformation only. I go to this derived column. So what I do, I can write some expressions here. So I have a date and time function. I drag and drop get a date. Okay. This get date, it is add as a new column. The new column name would be inserted date. Okay. So I wanted to create a new column, insert a date. So what is that? Get a date. So add as a new column. So this column will get generated from here. Please bring, and you have extra column, and this you need to map it. So insert a date is the column got created in between by this fellow. Okay. So this is adding and also generating one more column called insert a date. Now I go and click on start button. Now you'll come to know that you should be able to see when is that got inserted. So this row got inserted in this time. This is the time it is telling you. So after 1 month, if you insert the data, you will come to know. If you have a new records after some time, the new records are going to be coming here with the new time and everything. Clear? So this is how you can have inserted date, insert time, something like this. Clear?
Sir, one
Or I would
question.
like to this.
Can we also add in the username who has added that?
Yeah, you can have a lot of things. So if you go here, a lot of variables are available. Okay, so I have a lot of functions are available here. I have a lot of variables are available here. So you can have creator name is available. Okay, so if you wanted to add username, creator name, you can get it. So creation date or package name you would like to add. A lot of things are available here, so that you should be able to get it there. Okay, what is the machine name in which it is running? So what is the username, creator name? So a lot of things are available here. Okay, for example, I would like to have who's the user is running the package. Let me go. Let me alter the table. Let me have it here. So user or the creator, whatever you would like to have. Creator of the package. User name. Let me have a varchar, right? So varchar 100. You can give and create. Okay, username. Let me give like this. Created. Now I need to supply the value to this. Now you go, you create a drag and drop a creator name, creation name or the creator name. Drag and drop this, and you can have control v username, and this is unique code data. Okay, unique code data means you need to convert this into not as a string data. This is DTWSTR data it is taken by default. Okay, so this you need to have as nvarchar data. Let me go back. You cannot change this here, okay, because it is str. So we can give varchar there because it is nvarchar data I need to provide. I have given as a varchar because by default it is giving nvarchar data here. So I can do something. You go right click on this show advanced editor. You can modify something here. Input and columns, output columns. We have some derived columns. I have username by default, which is coming in this format. I can change it to str format. Clear? I can have something like this 100. So you can also change the data types like this. But after going here, you cannot change anything because which is read only. You can change this. You can change this. You can change this, but you cannot change the data type here. Okay. If you wanted to change the data type here or length also, if you wanted to increase or decrease, you cannot do anything here. So these data type, length, precision, all of them are read only. These are read only fields here. So from here to here, you cannot modify. So these only you can modify here. Okay, this can modified, this cannot be modified. But if you wanted to modify these things, so there is a one more thing that you can do it. So that thing is called advanced editor. Okay, so how do I do that? I click on this, go show advanced editor, go to input and output properties. This is where you need to be into. You have to go to derived columns. Okay, so there are two derived columns you have created here and here. So now you go, you can change whatever you would like to change. You can just come here, you can change whatever you would like to change it here. Clear? So this is place you can have. For example, I wanted to have only 120. You can modify this to 120. And when you go here, you should be able to see as 120 here. Clear? So this is what is called name. This is what is called this. Whatever you would like to have it, you can have it. Save. And after that, you come here. Many people will forget it to map. If you don't map it here, nothing will happen. Save and start. The creator name, whatever you have it there, that you should be able to have it in this. Clear? The creator name is Kedar. Okay, so Kedar is the user who's going to be running your package. So whatever you would like to have it. So I wanted to know every people wanted to pay, tax. Okay, every people wanted to pay the tax. So the tax column is not available, which is an integer column that they wanted to have it. Clear? So whatever be the thing, everybody has to pay. So let us say 18% is a tax. Now for all people, I have to add 18, 18, 18, 18, 18 here. So this is not coming from the source, but in the destination, I need to have a tax column and it has to have one default value is called 18. Clear? If I wanted to add some kind of a default values also, go here and say you create a new column as a tax and say 18. That's it. So this is the default value. So click on OK. Now we need to add one more column. It is already added. Now what I do, after adding this, compulsorily you need to come here and go to mappings. Now you need to map this. Many people will not do this. If you don't do this, then there is an issue. There is a warning symbol. It is saying truncation may blah blah blah. That's fine because the here the length is more. The length is 120 here, but in the column here, I'm having only the length is 100. The source is again giving me 120, but in this column you are having only the less. It is 50 only. Name is equals to 50. A truncation may happen, may occur. That's what it's telling me, but doesn't matter. Let me go there and execute this. Clear? So if you wanted to give default value or extra columns you would like to create, all of them can be created with the help of a this one only. Clear? So insert a date, update date, whatever you would like to do it. Sometimes we will get the data like this. Okay, so you have any, there is a space here and there is a space here. Okay, so a lot of times you will be able to see the space here or anywhere. From here also you may have a space, or here also you may have a space. Okay, if we have space like this, save me the data and let me execute this package now. Now let us see what happens. There is a space. Because of space, see, one row got, we're supposed to get only two rows. Now one row got inserted because it is having a space and something else. So now when you see the data here, it is a show, it is taken one more record as a bill record as taken because it is space and the capital M is there, so that it is not able to recognize it properly. So what you do? So the first thing you need to do, trimming all the data. So trimming all the data. For the trimming purpose also, first thing as soon as you read the data, you drag and drop derived column here. So you supply all the data to this fellow. Okay. Now you go, you rename this as a trimming. Trim all columns, and then you send this data here. So you go, you take one by one. Okay. You replace this, but what is the operation you would like to do? The operation you wanted to do, string operation, a function called trimming. Okay, trim character expression. You can drag and drop this. Okay, you can say trim employee ID. Okay, trim employee ID and close the bracket. Okay, so like that, you need to drag and drop everything here and say replace name. You can also type trim, open the bracket. You can remove all these things and you should be able to trim. And because all the data coming from this is, even though this is integer data, but all the data by default, which is the string data only. Okay, because it is coming from where? It is coming from the flat file. Flat file data is by default DTSTR, non-Unicode data. If the data is coming from Excel, that is non-Unicode data. It is nvarchar, or you can say DTWSTR. So all the columns were simply trimming. So salary also you trim it. You can say trim and close it. And here also you can say replace gender. You can say trim, open that, the better drag and drop like this, because otherwise you need to type it as it is, uppercase, lowercase, you should not have. So trim gender, then a trim department ID. Okay, so everything you should be able to trim first. As soon as you get the data from the source, you have to trim all the columns and you give it there. Now trimming, you're doing it. After trimming only, you're mapping them and try to do something it. Clear? So a lot of things we are able to do it. Start. Now these kind of issues you don't get it now. If everything is properly happened, now you're able to get two rows, even though you have data like this. Bill, here there is an issue. Ani, there is an issue, right? So all the data would have been trimmed properly. Now you can see proper data in these columns. There is no space there. And in this column also, you don't get bill and everything here. Only two rows are available. Clear? The trimming operation also done with the help of this one. So this is one matched data. I can send it. But somebody is telling me send one more copy of the data to Excel. So I have Excel, send one more copy of the data to Excel. But if I click, I don't get one more blue pipe. Red pipe means bad data. So error data has to get out. But I would like to get the matched data. One copy should go here. One more copy should go here. So to one input, multiple destinations. If that is the case, what I do, I give this data to the multicast transformation. There is transformation called as a multicast. You connect. It doesn't have anything as a property. It is completely zero. Simply one copy you give it to this fellow, because we had a multicast transformation we were discussing, right? Where is multicast? Derived column. We were writing lot of things. Multicast. It distributes its input to one more output, does not have any properties. I would like to send it to Excel, XML, Oracle, one input, many outputs. This is what I'm trying to do. So one copy will go here, one more copy has to come to Excel. Excel file, because you need to have one blank file. Then only you can capture the data. So create a new connection, go to path, and somewhere in the D drive, let me go to archive folder, create one employee dot xls. Okay, I create one file. First row has a column names, perfectly fine. You take I'm not able to get something. So where is this file located? Let me go here. Let me create one file there first. Oh, I did not create any file. Let me create one blank file first, okay? So Microsoft Excel, this is employee underscore matched data. Go and give these as the names because these are the names already I have it. These are the names I would like to create. So you have lot of other columns. Insert a date, lot of columns are available. All the data may come here. So I wanted to have all the data in sheet number one. I say employee. I wanted to have at least some columns you should create like this. Column names also you should be able to create. Department ID, at least insert a date. So save this. Now you go. Let me go and delete. Go to this. Go to archive. Where is this archive? Somewhere here. So this is my file got created. Now I'm able to get employee and dollar. So this is my sheet. Now these are the things I would like to have it, not everything. Fine. Now this is my rename. This is one more destination Excel. Okay. Now still it is giving me like this. Why? Column employee ID cannot convert between unique code to non-unique code because this data is, I told you just now, non-unique code data, DTSTR. This is going to be by default taking DTWSTR data. So you have to convert all the data. Whatever be the column that you're getting, you cannot directly dump like this. So you need to have delete this. You need to delete this and have a data conversion there. Then only you should be able to dump the data to the Excel destination because any data you're trying to get, so it is getting hanged now. Let us wait. We will automatically report this delay to Microsoft based on your Visual Studio. Okay, it's not responding now. So these are the issues with SSDT. So don't worry about it. Sometimes you may get this kind of an issues, but keep on saving your work. Otherwise, you lose complete work. I told you, right? Commit. So this is also some kind of a commit. You should do it. So when you keep on saving this, you don't lose this. Now it is hanging. I don't know what happens. Now I need to convert all the columns into DTSTR, DTWSTR, and then send it to this file. Okay, I would like to send one more copy to raw file destination as well. We have a raw file that is also not happening. So one copy to raw file. So that is also I would like to do it, but unfortunately it is not happening. If I close it, it will take time. Okay, so tomorrow I will show you this. Okay, you practice till this, and you dump into one OLEDB destination. Tomorrow we'll have Excel and raw file destination also. I would like to show that we can discuss tomorrow. Do you have any questions?
Vaskar,
Yeah,
in the
tell me.
flat file, the option you just say to choose for the fast load, right? And if whenever we indicate the rows, if we don't indicate, just take the default. And if we do this, if we say the numbers, is there any numbers like a maximum number we can take or minimum?
What maximum? What maximum? I
The
don't understand.
row number in the fast file, the fast
Row
load.
number, row
If you
number
go
for what?
whenever you go to fast load, right, in the flat
Okay.
file, and there is an indication that you take the default
Number
rows.
of number of rows per batch you're talking about.
Right. So it's
That you
if
can mention. That you can mention if you're sure about your hardware and everything. Otherwise, leave it to the default values. It's going to be loading. Whatever be the default values it wanted to take it can take that.
and then the get date, you just mention the date over there, right? So if we do the format, how we do the format. Like, I don't want to just go for the second, minute, or anything. Just like, regular date, today's
No,
date, something.
get date will give you complete date and time, right? So then you can have date part. Lot of things are available in these functions. You can apply one of them. Cast,
Uh,
convert. Lot of things are available, right?
Yeah, but in the SQL, we can use the numbers, right? The 101, 105 or something. But in the SSIS, do I have any number option?
No. There is no
Okay,
conversion.
okay, thank you.
Yeah. Anything else, guys?